Welcome back to the Cobra Trading Channel, everyone, where we focus on people, passion, and platforms. I'm Alex Bustos, and today we're going to be talking about why it's important to focus on how you execute your trades. First off, I want you to know we made a video not too long ago about the difference between direct access brokers and big box brokers. And there's a big difference on executing very quickly. And that's an important video for you to watch. I'm gonna highlight it quickly here, but to get the full scope on why it's important to know the difference, go check out that video. Execution is so important when it comes to your trading. It can be the difference between a profitable trader and an unprofitable trader. You may know where you wanna get in, but if you don't get in right away, you could miss that entry. You may know where you wanna get out, maybe because you're gonna be wrong. But you don't get out quick enough, so you get a bad execution later, or you end up freaking out and holding a trade against your plan, which is a big no-no. We made a whole video about sticking to your plan, so make sure you go watch that. So as I mentioned, we have made a video about direct access brokers, but I'm gonna tell you right now that direct access brokers is gonna give you those quick executions because you get direct access to the market. And it's a difference between a second and a millisecond. Now you're probably scratching your head like that's not a big difference at all, but it is huge when it comes to executing a trade because a second can mean huge slippage, especially on the illiquid stock or on a stock that has a lot of eyeballs and has tons of liquidity and people are all wanting to jump in. And if you're a second late, you can miss the optimal entry. So the first thing that's gonna help you become a better executor in your trades is having the right broker, which in this case, we suggest a direct access broker, especially if you're day trading. So not only is direct access to the market important, but also equally important is where you actually choose to get in on the stock. Let's say you're looking at stock XYZ and you know that you want to get in the stock. The most important thing is knowing exactly where to get in. Now, everyone has their own ways of figuring out where they want to get in. Some people are VWAP traders. They want to get in near VWAP or see some type of reaction there. Some love trends and they want to get in on the trend in a dip. Some love support, resistance. Some use SMAs, RSI, and so forth. We're not going to tell you what to use and exactly how to trade, what's going to work the best, because that's not what we do. But what we can tell you is each trader has a process and they follow that process. So if you know that you love buying near support, then you need to wait when the stock gets near support and buy there. That's obvious, right? But let's just say you know that and you get in near that level, but you're doing it manually and it comes down to the support level and you miss the opportunity to get in because you're trying to type in your order and it goes without you. That can be very frustrating. And that is something that we talked about in a previous video called hotkeys, knowing how to get in very quickly, especially when you see your signal being hit. Now, there's another suggestion we can give you, and that is just putting your order out there, but you gotta make sure that you also are aware that it could just slip right through and you gotta be able to get out very quickly so you don't take a lot of slippage. So where you get in is important, but equally as important within executing a great trade is where you get out and how quickly. So you can have a plan to get out at certain price targets or at certain levels, proving you that you're wrong, but you need to make sure that you actually get out at those areas, because if you don't, then that can be the difference of you being profitable and unprofitable, because greed can step in, right? Greed can step in and be like, oh, it's going higher, maybe it'll go higher. And you decide to take no profits and then watch it come all the way back down, and then there you have it. Or maybe it breaks your stop loss, and instead of getting out, you're saying, maybe it'll come back. And it just keeps going down lower. That is why it's so important to really understand why execution matters. You could have the right thesis, the right idea, but if you don't execute well, you can be unprofitable for a long time. So really focus on executing. And one quick tip, if you're not comfortable getting in at key areas, even though your process says to get in here, then downsize dramatically. So that way you can get the routine and make it a habit. And eventually you'll be able to size up. So by now, I hope you have a better understanding of why it's so important to focus on how well you execute your trades. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us at cobratrading.com. And Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when we release more videos. Thanks.